Kaitlyn, I appreciate you giving us your time. So just for the interview, can I get your name?
I'm Kaitlyn Puskarich.
Okay. So what do you teach here at Alter?
I teach art here at Alter. I teach ceramics, design, photography, and general art classes.
Okay. You love it?
I do.
Oh, that's awesome. So a lot of the kids want to know, what was your first job before getting into high school?
So my grandparents owned a restaurant when I was young, and so I was working in the restaurant by the time I was like 10 or 11. And then when I turned 16, I started working at the YMCA.
Okay.
Did some desk work there.
Oh, gotcha. And then what made you want to become a teacher?
I don't know. I think that, my mom is there's a lot of teachers in my family. My mom's a kindergarten art teacher. My dad's a teacher.
So appreciate you coming back. The life of a teacher. Where were we? So you were telling about what made you want to become a teacher.
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, I have a lot of teachers in my family. My mom's a kindergarten art teacher. My dad is a computer history teacher for middle school. So I didn't really want to be a teacher, I think, growing up, because it's very, I guess I don't want to be like my mom, even though she's an amazing person.
I gotcha.
So I went to school for photography, and the classes were located in the business department. And it was very entrepreneurial, which was fine, but it wasn't as creative as I was hoping. And so I started taking some drawing classes in college, and my teacher was this amazing ethereal presence. She would just float around the room, giving quiet encouragements to everything, and I just loved it so much. So I was like, oh, I think I could do this for the rest of my life.
Okay, so how long have you been teaching now?
This is my 8th year, my 3rd year here at Alter.
Gotcha. So, I understand that you do a little bit more outside of the class. You do art therapy?
Yeah, I actually just graduated in March with my Master's of Art Therapy, and I work at hospice one night a week doing grief work with art and therapy clients there. I really, really love it. I think about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided that I loved teaching so much, but as teachers, we're called to be many different things for our students, and I felt like I wanted to be more for the kids in my classroom, and so art therapy was kind of a natural next step in my teaching career. So it wasn't ever intended to change my career, more
Gotcha.
just supplement what I'm doing already.
So what's one of your favorite high school memories, or just favorite school memories? So while you're in school, it could be grade school, high school. Memory of while you're teaching at school?
I had a really amazing English teacher in high school. She was just really genuine with us, and I remember she would always kind of call me out for doing things that I might not have not been paying attention or something. One day in class we were reading aloud together, and I wasn't reading with the class. I wasn't following along. Instead, I was practicing my alphabet with my left hand.
Okay.
And at the end of class, she held up my notebook and was like, "This is what Kaitlyn was doing all day today." So she was just a really cool teacher and really down to earth. So
That's awesome. Cool. So let's see which way we want to go with it. So you were willing to share your favorite memory. Do you have an embarrassing story?
Sure.
You're willing to share?
I was just telling my students. In middle school, I was in band, but the school that I went to, the elementary, middle school, and high school, it was all one building. It was just a really long building. And so the middle school band students had to go to the high school band room for class. And so it was in the middle of the day, and I had to be dressed up for basketball. So I was in this really awkward outfit, really awkward heel clog things. And I was traversing the stairs to the band hall, and I tripped and fell, and I, along with my instrument, slid all the way down the stairs as a middle schooler into the high school, basically the cafeteria, because that's where the doors were.
Oh, wow.
So it was really embarrassing.
Oh, that's good. I can have a story very similar to that. I get it. So you've been teaching for a few years now. What's one of your worst teaching experiences?
My worst teaching experiences? Probably my first year here, when all of the projects in the kiln melted.
Oh, my.
So something malfunctioned in the kiln. One of the projects fell against the switch, and it didn't regulate the heat properly. And so when I opened it to get all of the projects out, they were all puddles. and that was like just
That's awful.
devastating.
Okay. So we'll get ready to close the interview, but what's one of your favorite things about teaching?
The kids, hands down. Like they're the reason I keep doing it, and the reason I come back, and the reason I love it. I love it when they like finally get something, or they are finally like proud of something that they've done, because so often they're so insecure about the work that they're putting out there that when they come in and they're like, this is awesome, or like, this is actually what I get more than this is awesome. I get, I low-key like this, right? Which in Teenage Returns is,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
I got it. So, well, I appreciate your time, Kaitlyn.
Thanks.